Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I'm going to jump right into this video. I'm in GBP JPY for buys, and that is the only trade that I am in. It's the only trade I've taken for this entire week. I'm currently up about $14, almost $15 right now, and we're kind of stuck in this range. Only reason why I'm staying in this trade is because if you look at the set of lows right here, it's heading upwards. So I'm not going to close it. Price could easily just break past this resistance. And if that does happen, I'm just going to continue holding and see how far price wants to push up. And if at that point price breaks past this resistance and it starts to range and drop back down, making new higher lows like this, then I'll just cut my losses there, or cut my wins right there, and take whatever profit that I have. But price could also just smash upwards to my TP, so I'm trying to let price breathe and do its thing for a bit on GJ. USD CHF, it's looking pretty good on the 4-hour. You could be taking buys here at this 4-hour support. If you use your Fibonacci, for those who do use a Fibonacci, you are touching the 618 Fibonacci level. I don't really care about that. I don't really implement that into my trading anymore. But if you go up to the daily, we have a pretty massive move up and this daily support zone here. While you could take this as a buy and it could work out, I think what I'm going to do is wait for price to retrace, right? To exhaust back into this daily support. And then from there, I'll go down to the hour 4 and look for a simple bounce away from that zone. And if that happens, I will then just enter in some buys here with my stop loss below the previous lows to keep it nice and safe. And my target at a 1-to-1, just about right about the high right there, and still below and still before this weekly high over here. That's for USD CHF. GBP NZD on the daily, we're heading upwards. Everything's looking good. On the 4-hour, we had this resistance, and price broke out of this resistance pretty nicely, and we're just sitting around this area here. You could do, right? You could wait for price to retrace back into this support and look for buys. You can also go into the lower time frames if you want to, and possibly look for sells on the way back down. If you trade support and resistance for supply and demand, kind of like the same thing, you could have gotten into this sell here, and it could have worked out for you. I don't trade on the lower time frames like that anymore. I used to, but I've been sticking to the higher time frames. I enjoy my swing trading and not having to look at charts every so often. NZD USD. Yeah, I had this alert here because I was waiting for price to push up into the zone deeper before looking for sells, but price just hardly missed my alert. Let me take that off real fast. It just hardly missed that alert. It came into the zone, wicked down, and then just absolutely dropped. We just sold off from there. So I wasn't really able to get an entry. If I went down to the hour 1 and if I would have seen these rejections, I could have entered on the close of this candle with my stop loss maybe above this wick over here, and then at a 1-to-1, which this would have worked out if I did take it, but I don't even look at the hour 1 that much anymore. I'm really just mainly looking at the daily and hour 4. Would it have been fine if I had went on the hour 1 and took this trade? Yeah, it would have been fine because I'm going with the overall direction of the trend, which is down. But I just didn't go onto the hour 1 chart to enter. If you caught that, congratulations. I did not. The most recent price action that we have is price is about to retest into the zone. Now, I want price to thoroughly come into this zone before looking to sell. Price barely just tapped into the support zone here, just barely tapped into it. I'm just gonna wait for price to push up a bit more, and then if we get any rejections, then I might be entering. Euro USD, we're going down from the 4 hour. Don't mind all these trend lines, you don't need them, I just have them there just for my own sake. Euro USD isn't that clear. If you're going to go out to the daily, we're kind of just in this large range. So I'm not exactly too sure what's going to happen. Price could just bounce from this support and bounce right back up to then repeat the process of this range until we either break out to the downside and or upside. But I have no idea. I'm just going to mark that as yellow and move that down. The JPY pairs, right? They all seem to be going down besides GJ. GJ seems to be bullish. Like if we look at all JPY, all right, like here, all JPY, we're going up. We had a hard move down, and it seems like we're starting to reject off of this daily support. But if you go down to the hour 4, then we see all these lower highs being made. So that kind of, you know, I still think price may just continue down to go lower. All the JPY pairs are just heading downwards, man. Euro JPY looks pretty good. This GJ and EJ seem to be fine. Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. All right. Oh. Okay. No. All right. The JPY pairs are fine actually. I thought they were all moving down. They were. I guess they just decided to push back up. Okay. Interesting. I'm not going to take any buys out yet. They're not fully set up. USD CAD. Very interesting. We have this channel, right? It's just a channel going upwards right here. That was a voice crack. Don't mind that. Ascending channel. Alright. What do I think is going to happen? Well, we are at this resistance. So I'm not too sure what exactly is going to happen. Obviously, I have no idea. No one knows where the market's going to go for sure. But based off of my experience, I believe price could definitely break these lows and possibly continue down until this support zone all the way down here. That's one option. Another option could be price just comes down, taps into this support, does a fake breakout of the trend line, and then reverses and smashes upwards and just takes off like a fucking rocket ship, man, and heads to these highs over here. That's the other option. The third option could be just a fucking ranges. I don't know. That's USD CAD. AUD USD is retesting this resistance. This is where we're at currently. You could be taking sells here. I'm not going to be taking sells. You could, though. You definitely could. Once this candle closes, if it closes pretty bearish, you can definitely look to take a sell there. Stop loss above these highs, well above these highs, just to be safe. And then a target of at least a 1-to-1. So you would be targeting a new low essentially, which is fine. So that would be your stop loss and take profit placements or something like that along those lines. You can have it a bit tighter or a bit larger. It doesn't really matter. Just have your stop loss a safe distance away, which it is in this case. Euro NZD. Look what we have here, guys. an upwards channel again. This looks to be divergent. Usually when divergences happen, this is the structure that they go in, and then usually after that comes a huge sell-off. So I'm kind of expecting the price to continue to, or to start pushing down heavily, but that may not be the case. And it also would make sense because we have a support zone here on the daily time frame, so it would make sense for price to start aggressively pushing back into this daily support before looking to head back upwards. I'm not going to go through all the pairs. I just wanted to kind of come on here and give you guys a few setups and let you know how I see the markets for this week and update you on the trades that I'm in, which I'm only in one trade, and that's just GJ, and kind of just hovering around break even, kind of. And what I'm really just waiting for is price to either break above here so I can continue holding, or the price breaks these lows here and breaks this support zone, then I'll just have to close my trade here at a loss if that does happen and call it quits for the week. But I don't know. I think GJ has a good chance of continuing higher, but I don't know, man. I will update you guys on whatever happens probably in like a week or so from now. But until then, I mean, I hope you guys have had a great trading week. Let me know if you made some money or if you lost some money or if you came out break even. Hey, man, if you came out to break even this week, congratulations. Most traders can't even get to the break even stage. And when they do, they usually just stay there, which is awesome. It's better to not make any money than to just lose money consistently day in or week in and week out. Be happy that you're at the break even stage. Push through that, and eventually, I'm sure you'll be making some money consistently. Just keep pushing, man. You got this. I believe in you.